My dear friends, let me ask you something. How many of you have ever felt completely alone? Like no one truly understands you, no one stands beside you, and no one really cares. We live in a world that's more connected than ever before, yet strangely, more disconnected at heart. We scroll through endless faces online, yet our hearts still whisper, I just wish someone saw me. But what if I told you that you don't need anyone to complete you? You see, we grew up believing that happiness is a gift others give us. From childhood, we're conditioned to chase approval first from parents, then from teachers, friends, colleagues, even society. We start measuring our worth by how others treat us, how often they include us, how warmly they speak, how much they validate us. And slowly, we begin to build our peace on a foundation that shakes with every mood of another human being. The day people stop appreciating you, you start doubting yourself. The day they walk away, you begin to question your value. But my friends, this is where the problem begins. When we depend too much on the outer world for love, we forget to build love within ourselves. We wait for someone to make us feel seen, valued, special, when in truth, we already are all those things. We just forgot to see it. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you spent a day with yourself and genuinely enjoyed it? No phone, no scrolling, no noise, just you, your thoughts, your peace, your dreams. Most people are not afraid of being alone, they are afraid of meeting themselves. We crave understanding from others, yet rarely sit long enough to understand our own hearts. We demand love from the world, yet struggle to love our own flaws. We wish others would stay by our side, yet abandon ourselves the moment life feels hard. Remember, this self-connection is not selfishness. It is self-respect. It means knowing that you can sit in silence and still feel whole. It means realizing that even when no one checks on you, you can still care for yourself. Even when no one says, I'm proud of you, you can smile and say, I'm proud of me. Because when you connect deeply with yourself, you stop begging for attention, you begin attracting peace. You stop chasing validation, you begin radiating confidence. You stop waiting for people to complete you because you finally realize you were never incomplete. You are not half a soul waiting for another half to make you whole. You are already whole. You simply need to meet yourself again. And when you finally sit with your soul and whisper, it's okay, I'm here for you, something magical happens. The noise fades, the anxiety softens, the craving for approval melts away, and for the first time, you feel at home in your own company. That, my friends, is the beginning of true peace. Peace is not something you find, it's something you build inside. Most people think peace comes when everything around them calms down, when people stop arguing, when life stops testing them, when problems disappear. But let's be honest, that day never really comes. There will always be noise, misunderstandings, and unexpected turns. If your peace depends on a perfect world, you will never be peaceful. True peace is not the absence of chaos. It is the presence of clarity in the middle of chaos. It's that quiet inner voice that whispers, it's okay. Even when the world around you screams, it's not. Many of us chase peace through people. We tell ourselves, if they love me, I'll be fine. If my boss appreciates me, I'll relax. If my family supports me, I'll be calm. But what happens when they don't? When someone misunderstands you, hurts you, or walks away, does your peace collapse with them? If your happiness lives inside someone else's actions, then they control your life, not you. It's like handing over the remote control of your emotions to another person. They press one button, you smile, another, you shatter. Isn't that exactly what most of us do? We let others' opinions decide how we feel about ourselves. We let temporary moods dictate our lasting peace. But peace doesn't work like that. Peace isn't born from validation. It's born from awareness. It's not about what happens around you, it's about what happens within you. When you start spending time in reflection, in silence, in gratitude, you realize that peace was never lost. It was simply buried under layers of noise. The noise of comparison, fear, ego, and expectation. You learn that peace doesn't come from controlling the world, it comes from controlling your reactions to it. If a storm rages outside, you can't stop the wind, but you can close the windows, light a candle, and sit quietly inside. That is peace. Peace grows when we stop fighting reality, when we stop asking why me and start asking what is this trying to teach me. Peace comes when we choose silence over ego, patience over reaction, and acceptance over resistance. It's not easy. It takes daily practice to pause before reacting, to breathe before judging, to understand before speaking. But each time you choose calmness, your peace grows stronger. Eventually, you reach a point where someone can shout, criticize, or leave, and your mind still remains still. You stop swinging between extremes. You stop losing yourself in every situation. You simply remain steady, centered, free. That, my friends, is real strength. Because when peace becomes your inner nature, no one can steal it. You walk into every room with quiet power, not loud, not showy, just deeply grounded. And people feel it. Peace doesn't announce itself. It radiates. People will come and people will go. Some will enter your life like sunlight, warm, radiant, full of joy. Some will leave like storms, sudden, painful, and without warning. That's just how life works. Nothing in this world is permanent. Friends change, families evolve, circumstances shift. But amidst all this change, there is one constant you. Ironically, the one person who never leaves your story is the one you spend the least time with. We work tirelessly to keep others happy, to make sure no one leaves, but rarely do we ask, am I still with myself? When your peace depends on people, you build your happiness on shifting sand. The moment they walk away, everything crumbles. And in that emptiness, we blame them for taking our joy, when in truth, that responsibility was always ours. Every person in your life is a teacher. Some teach love, some teach patience, some teach lessons you never asked for. But none of them are meant to complete you. They're only meant to complement you for a while. You can't hold on to people like possessions. You can't glue moments that are meant to pass. The beauty of life lies in cherishing without clinging. Relationships aren't meant to last forever in the same form. Some souls come only to awaken something within you, to open your heart, to shift your perspective, and then they leave. Their leaving doesn't mean you were unworthy. It means the lesson was complete. So stop trying to force permanence in a temporary world. Let people go with grace. Because when you cling, you suffer. When you accept, you grow. You are the only one who truly knows what it feels like to be you, your fears, your struggles, your late night thoughts. And that's why your relationship with yourself matters more than any other. Start giving yourself the same attention you've always given others. Listen to your heart instead of chasing validation. Build a home within yourself, because homes built in others collapse the moment they move out. The home within that's eternal, that's the place you return to when the world feels heavy, when people misunderstand you, when life tests your spirit. Some people will love you deeply but won't stay forever. Some will stay but never understand you fully. And both are okay, because your purpose is not to be understood by everyone but to understand yourself. When you accept that people are temporary and you are permanent, fear dissolves. You stop begging for attention. You stop chasing after those who choose to walk away. You begin to walk alone, not out of pride but out of peace. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being with the one person who will never abandon you. So when someone leaves, don't collapse. Sit down, take a deep breath, and whisper to your heart, it's okay, I'm still here. Because no matter who stays or who goes, you are your longest commitment. And when you finally understand that, you stop fearing endings, you begin to trust beginnings. We live in a time obsessed with validation. From the moment we wake up, we check for signs that we matter, a like, a comment, a smile. We crave approval like oxygen, not realizing it's slowly suffocating our authenticity. We post our lives, our dreams, our emotions, waiting for applause, and if it doesn't come, we question our worth. But you don't need applause to be valuable. You don't need validation to be enough. You were worthy long before anyone noticed you. Validation feels good, of course. Who doesn't enjoy appreciation? But when you depend on it, you start living for the world's opinion instead of your own truth. And that's how most people lose themselves, not because they're weak, but because they've been too busy trying to please everyone else. We hand over the power of our happiness to people who might forget us tomorrow. One moment they praise you, you're flying, the next they criticize you're falling apart. That's not freedom. That's emotional slavery. Real freedom begins when you take your power back. When you stop waiting for others to approve your existence. When you stop asking for permission to be yourself. You don't need anyone to validate your dreams, your beauty, your path. Those who truly see your worth will never make you beg for it. And those who make you feel small never deserve that power to begin with. Remember this. The same people who ignore you today might admire you tomorrow. So stop performing for their applause. Live for your peace, your truth, your purpose. Because in the end, the most beautiful sound in this world is not applause. It's the quiet rhythm of your heart at peace with itself. There's a deep wisdom in learning how to let go, to love people deeply, but not cling to them desperately. You see, detachment is one of the most misunderstood concepts in life. People think detachment means being cold, distant, or uncaring. But that's not true. Detachment doesn't mean you stop loving, it means you stop suffering through attachment. It's about holding love with open hands instead of closed fists. It's understanding that everything in life, people, moments, experience is temporary. And that doesn't make them less beautiful. It makes them more beautiful. When you cling, you live in fear of losing people, control outcomes. That fear poisons your peace. You start trying to control situations and people. You start expecting life to follow your script. And when it doesn't, you feel hurt, not because life was cruel, but because your attachment didn't allow you to accept change. Detachment, on the other hand, is freedom. It's maturity, the calm understanding that people have their own journeys, their own lessons, their own timelines. You are a chapter in their book just as they're a chapter in yours. You don't need to chain people to you out of fear they'll leave. Because love held too tightly suffocates. But love allowed to breathe, that kind of love lasts even when people part ways. Think about it. The sun rises every morning, but it never clings to the sky. The waves touch the shore, but always return to the sea. The flower blooms, yet never clings to the soil that nourished it. Nature teaches us that everything beautiful exists in a rhythm of attachment and release. And yet, we humans struggle to trust that rhythm. When you practice detachment, you stop forcing outcomes. You stop saying, it must happen my way. Instead, you start trusting. If it's meant for me, it will stay. If it's not, I'll still be okay. That is true strength, loving fully, giving freely, and still being peaceful when life changes direction. Detachment also means understanding that you cannot save everyone. Sometimes you must love people enough to let them face their own lessons. You can support them, guide them, pray for them, but you cannot live their life for them. Because growth often comes through pain, and detachment respects that pain as part of their process. It takes great courage to say, I love you, but I respect your journey. It takes maturity to not chase, not beg, not plead, but to trust. Trust that what's meant for you will return not because you forced it, but because it truly belongs. Detachment doesn't weaken relationships, it purifies them. When you stop attaching out of need, love becomes unconditional. You love because it feels natural, not because you expect something in return. That's the most liberating form of love, to care without controlling, to give without expecting, to stay without fearing. That's when you experience love as it was meant to be, pure, free, and expansive. But detachment isn't just about people, it's also about outcomes. We often get attached to how life should unfold, our career, our dreams, our plans. And when they don't happen as we imagine, we feel broken. But my friends, life rarely follows our blueprint. Sometimes it breaks your heart to rebuild your soul. Detachment means trusting that every delay, every rejection, every ending carries a deeper purpose. It's saying, this didn't work out, but maybe something better is unfolding. Control is exhausting, but trust